spend a lot of time in the ball pit?
Not as much as you.
Nah, I spend no time in the ball.
What's up, everybody? My name's Nina, and I'm here with...
Jamal.
Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill.
Right, I was about to say, I usually get an introduction. Where's the introduction at, Nina?
Let me tell you something. This is why I always start off the same. I say, hi, my name's Nina, I'm here with, and then I let you say your name because a lot of the times the person interviewing says it wrong. So I like the sound bite of hearing you say your own name so that I can't ever f it up. Because there's a lot of interviewers that say the fighter's name wrong, and the fighter doesn't say anything because they want to be polite, but then the interviewer's making an ass out of themselves. So I like when you guys introduce yourselves.
Somehow I find that a little bit more offensive. Where's the effort? Where's the try?
This is Jamal motherfucking Sweet Dreams Hill, motherfucking.
Right.
And he's here.
I mean, let's get this motherfucking interview.
Yeah, let's get this motherfucking interview started. We're about to pop off. He's got the cream, the icicle cream coconut dunks on, the black socks.
Why'd you have to throw the icicle cream part in there? You stop it. It's a family show.
Where does Sweet Dreams come from?
Sweet dreams comes from whenever you're like sleeping and like you have a dream and it's really nice.
That's like the opposite of you in the octagon. I mean, like as a person, you're very nice, but in the octagon, you're
Combat's
not.
all about deception, right?
Okay.
I tell them my name is Sweet Dreams, but I'm really a nightmare.
Dude, that's
Bars.
oh my God, like Rihanna. Is it Sweet Dreams?
That's actually where the name came from.
Seriously?
Before my first amateur fight, I was sitting down, they gave me a paper. What's your nickname? It's like, I don't have one.
And you came up with Sweet Dreams.
No, I didn't come up with it actually. I was just kind of sitting there and it came on. We were playing because we were fighting in a club and they were playing music. And one of my teammates was like, you should be Sweet Dreams.
That's cool.
And the nightmare was already taken because of Diego Sanchez. So, you know, I did that and then I went in and knocked it out in like 40-something seconds. So it kind of made sense from there.
That's pretty cool. Now I got the song playing in my head. These sweet dreams are a beautiful nightmare. Either way, I wanna hear you. You grew up in Chicago.
I was born in Chicago.
You were born in Chicago, you grew up in Michigan.
I grew up in Grand Rapids, yeah.
Did you leave Chicago because their deep dish is disgusting?
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you? What kind of interview is this? Are these loaded questions? You just come to attack my home?
Yeah. I hate your deep dish.
Why?
It's so
Where
bad.
have you gone?
I went to some of the really highly suggested places.
Highly suggested by who?
Everyone on the internet that sent me a DM whenever I put
Did you
a poll.
actually ask somebody from
I
Chicago?
did not ask someone from Chicago, but I did ask a lot of people
Let
that
me-
travel to Chicago specifically for their deep dish. It was dry.
You got
And
what
it
you
was,
was
it was like a cracker. It was like a burnt little. It's just a Sicilian in a circle. They don't even do the crust right. I'm from New York, so like I know my pizza. Chicago is like a weird tangent with the pizza.
Excuse me, ma'am. I just have to say,
Yeah.
you are about 1 or 2 insults from us having to pause this interview and square up.
I'm never gonna square up with you,
Listen,
Jamal.
you can't be talking about Chicago this way,
I'm
man.
not talking about Chicago. I'm just
Can't be
talking
doing
about
this.
the deep dish.
Come to Chicago, get the deep. She's tripping. She took
I'm just-
references from the camera guy.
I'm telling you that the bread was dry. It has to have good goo, where it kind of looks like a brain.
It's like fucking lasagna with bread around it.
You know, it's got, you know that brain texture? It looks like a brain. It
I've
has to be wet
never
looking.
just
It
looked
has
at
to
a
be
brain.
gooey.
I've never just looked at a brain.
Sometimes you do. You crack people's brains open.
Just the flesh, just the face. I'm working on my technique. Maybe one day we might get the cranium open there.
That'd be impressive.
That'd be horrible, actually.
That'd be terrifying.
I don't think I'd ever want to do that.
I
to
think
somebody.
it would result in immediate death.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever want to do that to somebody.
When you're in a fight, how do you? This is a really stupid question. When I get hurt,
This is a stupid question.
I go, ow. No, you know what I mean? Like you hit something, you're like, huh, or like, ow.
Yeah.
When someone just straight up kicks you in the throat, like you have no reaction to it. How do you? Is it because you're in the
Kick me
moment?
in the throat.
No, I'm saying the general you, like as a fighter, you hit someone, there's like, they just keep fighting. Like I would be like, I need a moment. How do you keep fighting through that?
Pisses you off. Makes you mad.
It makes you mad.
Somebody put their foot in your neck.
Dude.
That is not enough to piss you off? Think of the toe jam juices,
Oh, yeah, the
toe
jam
crust,
juices.
all of that in your neck.
You know what reminds me of swallowing toe jam? Chicago's deep dish pizza. It's disgusting. You know what's pretty savage? Talk about hurting and keep going. Paul Craig did that jam to your elbow, and you just kept beating the shit out of his face.
Yeah, he got a little tricky one on me over there.
How did you keep going?
I didn't want to lose.
Dude, your will to win and having a broken arm at the same time is astounding.
Dislocated elbow. But pretty much just as useless.
Wait, dislocated elbow. And then at the end, you were just holding it.
Yeah, adrenaline is a
Do you think adrenaline's stronger than crack?
Never tried crack, so I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
It's pretty powerful.
It's powerful stuff,
Pretty
huh?
powerful.
You're a funny guy. You make funny videos. We have a very funny viral video together. That was the first time we met each other.
I was.
I walked in, I said hi. You had no reaction.
Did I?
You said, I want to go in the hot tub.
Yeah, recovery.
Yeah.
Ironically, same timing.
What
a
do you
very
mean?
consistent person. PT, hot tub.
I'm very
usually how the
consistent.
flow- Usually how the flow goes.
Very persistent, too.
I mean, do you really have a choice but to be persistent? I mean, you kind of just one day after the next.
Life is persistent
It is. I mean, it kind of doesn't stop. So I
until
mean,
it does. Until you have a sweet dream that turns into a nightmare.
the upper room. The upper room.
You think you're going there?
So what?
The upper room? Do you mean heaven?
Look, we all go. I mean, I think I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
Are you going to heaven?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I guess we find out when we find out. I don't even know if I can
That's
let
the
you
worst.
know.
That's kind of like the worst part of it, right? You don't know until you know.
And then that's it.
Yeah. Like, what do you think it's like? It's like hit a button and you just like kind of like.
Yeah, right?
You just like fall down, and just snapping out, bang! You're just there, and it's like moment.
You ever go to the Discovery Zone?
No, what's that?
Okay, remember the playpen at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Okay, you know the slide that takes you out into the balls? You know how you go deep in the balls?
I knew that was. Don't. Look, we're moving past it. We're moving past the pit. We'll
Yeah,
say
the pit. When you get in the pits,
Yeah.
when you get deep in the pits, I think hell is kind of like that. Sometimes they want to with you, so they take you upstairs, and then they're like, nope. And then it's like going through the pits in the McDonald's playpen, and it's like, doof, straight into a bunch of balls. And they never even clean them either.
Pit. Damn.
It's
They
full of
never
fungus.
clean them.
You ever wonder why you get a
Yo,
staph
that's
infection?
crazy. I never thought about that.
That's why you get staph infections
That's
when you leave
disgusting.
that place.
That's
Ringworm, staph infection, brain bleed, your lungs collapse.
You spend a lot of time in the ball pit?
Not as much as you.
Nah, I spent no time in the ball.
What do you listen to when you're working out?
A few different things. I like to mix it up for different things. I actually use music, like different music, to switch up the tempo to be able to change, rhythms and fighting and things like that.
Oh, that's cool.
I've never told anybody that, so you cut that.
Dude, there's a song by Odessa. It's called Loyal. It goes, don't, don't, don't. Don't. Every time I hear it, it makes me fucking sweat, and I just want to strangle a bitch.
I don't think you should ever listen to that song.
Look at my hands. They're sweating right now.
Yeah, I
just
see
thinking
that.
about it. Dude. I don't really listen to music because it affects me a lot. So whenever I hear something, it takes me out of whatever I'm doing, so I can't really listen to music.
Are you well?
Like mentally?
If one went back and talked to like your teachers, what would they get?
3 of them in college referred me to a psychologist. Because I had really severe ADHD, but growing up, you kind of just live with it.
got a lot
But
of energy.
I had to be referred because I had a really hard time in school. But like I did well in
How'd
school.
you make it in the?
My college essay. So I went to school. I have a degree in writing. So I went to school because I wanted to be a writing teacher so I could help kids in like inner city schools develop their writing skills and help them write their college essay, because that's how I got into school, not through my grades, through my college essay.
Use that good old ADHD energy
To write emails.
to make content.
To make content.
Yeah.
Well, you're like actively scrolling and you want to make a funny video.
Right.
Because you're doing what? Do you need to use the bathroom?
That was the leather on the chair. That was the leather on the chair.
Because here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize what you're doing is genius. Well, I mean, not only are you an astounding fighter, right? And that's what everyone knows you for, but you're creating a persona for yourself, showing your personality through what you put out on the internet. So our skin is our largest organ. Yeah. The internet is our largest source of media and how we consume information and content. And people aren't using it to their advantage the way that potential. Exactly, like you are.
Something pops in my head, and I just think that creative things, like just thoughts, and they just kind of come to me. I think you kind of relate to the same thing with the things you do, and I don't know. I just have fun doing them.
Yeah.
Just to be funny with it, and just when I was in high school, I did video production.
Oh, really?
Video production and all those things like that. So my senior project thing was like a comedy DVD.
Really?
I made like a comedy video. I did like a bunch of skits in that. So I've been doing skits for a while. So whenever it came out to this, it was like, all right, just another way to relate to fans and put things out for people to enjoy and things like that. I made a Vine before Vine.
You should fossilize that.
No, I let my.
You have it?
I let my cousin see it. He's like, bro, I wanted to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Never saw it again.
It's on a floppy disk.
Wait, floppy disk, you talking about the black ones, the plastic, or you talking about a CD? The floppy disk was the reason why, as a kid, I felt like all I had to do was put a disk in the computer and just start typing keys, and I could hack into bank accounts and shit. Think about all the old movies and things like that. It's all just they stick the disc in.
Yeah,
what was the one? You ever watched Three Ninjas? The movie?
The Three Ninjas?
Three Ninjas.
I watched the Three Stooges.
There was an old movie with these kids training with their grandfather, and he taught them karate, martial arts,
Karate
and things.
Kid.
Kind of like that. Yeah. Mr. Miyagi was their grandfather.
Okay.
You didn't see it, so reference doesn't matter. It's all good. If you've seen it, you know what I mean whenever I'm talking about the computer disk. It's like you can hack anything. You can bring down a company.
Tell me about your tattoos.
Which ones? It's thumbs up north side. Thumbs up to the north. So where I grew up at in Grand Rapids, I grew up on the north side. If you look on the compass, you put your thumb on the compass.
Okay,
where's your
I get
thumb
it.
do?
North side,
Thumbs
north.
up to the
Thumbs
north.
up north. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about people who post their pics online? Not pictures, their pics and fights.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
their picks for the fight.
Yeah. Before I
It had to go.
Oh, was it in your ass crack?
No, it wasn't. Are you obsessed with my ass crack?
That's what she said.
God damn it.
Bro, it took me so long. I was trying to look for a way in. You wouldn't take any of the damn bait.
You have one hell of a way of giving gifts. Bro, shut up. That is hilarious. By the way, that's what she said. That's what she said!
Dude, it's you.
What is this from?
It's from The Office.
The Office.
It's Michael Scott when he would do the "That's what she said" joke.
That's good.
But it's you.
I'm definitely gonna rock this.
I got you 2 sizes.
Okay.
Because I had to get. Don't.
Oh, my bad.
Y'all be careful. You don't want to get it. You don't want to crack it.
She professional.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hold on. You just hang it, but this way it's like.
God,
do you need to use
Listen,
the bathroom?
I do not need to use the bathroom. Listen.
I just sounds like, what'd you eat for breakfast? A whole can of beans.
Why do you say beans like that? That should not be funny. That should not be funny. Stop it. All right, bring it back in. We're back. I'm trying my best not to slide in this damn chair again. It's like really like.
If you need a moment, you can.
No, it's all good. You know, just.
Okay. People's pics online, like when they post the card, and then they just start circling faces, like fighters' faces and shit.
I do that.
I know, but like, what if like you're looking at a card and it's like your fight or whatever, but they didn't circle your face?
Do I circle? No, usually whenever I fight, I don't do pigs. I don't do pigs.
No, I'm saying like you're looking through someone's stories, right? And then all of a sudden your fight card pops up, and they circle the opponent's face, but it's like your homie or something.
Oh yeah.
How does that make you feel? Cause a long time ago I used to do pics and stuff.
Then you had to start asking these guys for interviews. But then, it's like,
yeah.
You thought I was gonna lose, but then they lost.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse. If you pick somebody to lose and they win, or if you pick somebody to lose and they lose.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, right?
I don't know which one's worse.
Like, I feel like if you pick someone to lose and they lose, because they just never believed in you from the start, and they were right.
Listen.
Like, it sucks.
I keep a lot of my picks to myself. Sometimes I'll just pick around.
Pick around them.
It doesn't mean I think they're gonna lose. It doesn't mean I think they're gonna lose. It's just I just rather not give an opinion on it.
Yeah. I think it's just because I'm a woman. People think I have no idea about fighting whatsoever. I have a pretty good idea.
Have you ever been in a fight?
Yeah, I used to fight.
You did? Mm-hmm. Really?
Not professionally, but yeah, I trained for years. I owned a boxing gym. I boxed for years. Did karate for a while. Fought a dog. I lost. I was in the hospital for a long time. But then I fought another dog. He attacked me.
Another day.
It was weird. He never liked me. He never liked me. He was a Rottweiler. His name was Merlin.
What'd you do to him? Did you pull his tail and stuff?
I didn't touch him.
You seem like a kid that would be pulling dog's tail.
He's the size of that couch right there. Dude, his head was...
That is a big-ass couch.
It's a big-ass dog. They should chain him up in the back, but he ate through the chain. So then they just decided because he eats through the chains that he can hang out with the family, which was weird. Anyway, don't stitch dog bites shut because they gave him Velveeta. You remember Velveeta, the cheese in a can? Yeah. He loved Velveeta. So apparently it stimulated some bacteria in his mouth. The whole thing got infected. They almost amputated my arm. But I'm here, and I got both arms. So, yeah, I've been in a fight.
They got rid of that dog after that, right?
They told me he went to go guard a military base.
Oh yeah, they killed him.
I met Tony Ferguson. It was the fight. He was fighting Nate, and I did a story about how I was like, okay, I love both fighters, but I think if they keep it standing, this is what's going to happen. If it gets to the ground, this is what's going to happen. I was right, and so Tony lost, but he watched my story. And he saw that I said, if Nate gets him to the ground, it's over for Tony. And I saw that he saw it.
But he got choked on the ground.
Yeah. And I felt bad. I felt real bad.
You saw it before the fight?
No.
After the fight?
Yeah.
Probably should have looked at it before the fight.
That's true. You think it would have changed something?
No.
Yeah. Oh, got a couple fan questions. If you could have any snack in between rounds, what would it be?
Chocolate.
Dark, milk, or white?
Milk. Milk chocolate.
Like a Hershey square or like a whole bar?
It's a couple squares.
What about like a little kiss?
Might even go. No.
Not a kiss, like a square.
No time for kisses. It's a fight. No time for kisses. I like Snickers frozen.
Me too.
Caramel in the new, yeah.
Yeah, you like the nuts.
Got one more.
Before his bout with Glover, he referenced the movie Troy as a source of inspiration ahead of the fight. He said something along the lines of, I'm going to go in there like we're battling for the beach Troy. I immediately knew that he would win that fight because that is one of the greatest battles of all time. And I have that poster of the battle in my bedroom. Ask him about his inspiration for mentioning that and what the movie Troy means to him.
That's actually a really good question. It wasn't. That's actually a really good question. It's funny that he actually caught that.
Yeah.
I believe I said I got to walk up to the gates of Brazil like the gates of Troy, yell for their champion, and kill him in front of them. Yeah. The whole point of Achilles going to Troy was to prove that he was the best warrior, to leave a legacy and things like that. So I related to that in that sense. And then the fact that Glover was considered, we were the two at the top fighting to see who was going to be considered the best. That was the same fight between Achilles and Hector. You know, Achilles walked up to the gates of Troy, yelled for Hector. He came out. They showed him who the best was, and that was, to me, I felt like that was the same situation that I was in. I felt like it was history repeating itself.
This guy Kyle says he met you at 288. One of your friends went to take a pic with him and put his arm around him, and Jamal was like, "Chill, things could get freaky in here." And he took the pic with his hands there by his sides. Ask him the most sus thing somebody said or done to him.
You said what?
Yeah, he was trying to get a little freaky
No, he
with
said,
you.
no.
You were like, "Oh, I don't want to get too freaky in here, not with the cameras rolling. And if the cameras are rolling, let's get that up, put it on my Patreon, put a paywall behind it, make a little money, because you're a businessman."
It's about the fourth time now you've tried to sell me as a sex worker.
Oh.
All right.
Whoa, what happened? What's the most sus thing anyone's ever said?
Stop trying to sell me. All right. I am man, not meat.
That's a good one. I wish I could say that.
I mean, you can. 2023, you can, if you really want to. What was the question?
What's the most sus thing someone's ever done to you? That's not part of your not like a childhood trauma, not like a childhood trauma thing or anything.
Who just said nothing?
Like I meant like
what?
I meant like with a fan interaction, like a fan interaction.
I think this one dude was sending me nudes of his girlfriend, and was like, "Will you please f my girlfriend?"
That's.
That was that one.
See, he's trying to sell.
That was sus.
That's a little sex workery too.
Why does everybody keep trying to sell me? It's f***ed up.
I don't know. How?
World champ.
Ask him whether he also thinks that ducks are suspicious and up to something. Do you have a
I
thing?
never trusted ducks. That's crazy that he asked. I never trusted ducks.
It's a duck thing.
I never
It's a duck tail.
trusted them.
It's a duck tail.
They move funny.
They waddle.
They have weird attitude, aggression, like outbursts.
Oh, like the geese. I never trusted a goose either, man. I had an interaction with the geese, a herd of them. What is it, a herd of geese? Murder? Crowd?
Group.
A group?
Posse. Gang.
Squad, if you will. I ran up on a squad of geese.
I feel like when you say squad like that, we gotta hit a pose.
And squad of geese wouldn't let me pass. I felt like such a in this moment because I couldn't take them on because sometimes.
I'm trying to. Yeah, hold the out you.
Dude,
you'd be like, it's just a fucking bird. But then your mind get to telling you like, do I really want to walk over? What are the advantages he has? That's a long ass neck, so that's that neck equivalent reach. You know, I don't know if my arm is that long. I don't know. He might have that advantage there.
Especially if one runs up on you behind.
I've never seen him attacking a group.
It just like probes you, like earlier how you talking about anal probing.
I was never talking about anal.
And it just probes you
anally. I'm about to go get some food.
Anyway, we never trusted ducks.
Never trusted.
Okay, last question. If you were, do you need to use the bathroom?
I don't need to use the bathroom. Different chairs next time.
If you were not a professional fighter, what would you be doing?
Honestly, if I had to choose, it would probably be some other type of professional sports like basketball or football, but not one of those. Just like some type of creating, like content creating, storytelling, things like that.
Directing, writing your own skits and stuff.
Yeah,
producing your own
movies,
shows.
TV shows.
I see that.
I'm pretty much like Steven Spielberg, but
But the black version.
And the young version.
It's blacker and younger. He doesn't trust ducks.
Yeah.
And he has a gas problem.
We gonna get you some help. We gonna get you some help. We gonna get you high five for health and awareness. Thanks for the shirt.
You're welcome. this for you too. It's a collab I did with the UFC, so I got your sizes. That's one of this one's my favorite. It's the Stonewash hoodie, and it's got a wolf on it.
I'm a lion.
You're a lion.
I'm a lion.
You're a.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there. You leave it. It's perfectly fine the way it is, and you leave it that way. Now we say goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you later.